Welcome to my YouTube presentation on Engage speakers using Skype. Some simple and easy instructions for facilitators. Apple Mac equipment is used here. Other devices will operate in a similar fashion. My name is Court Brooker. Criteria for these instructions. Engage a speaker via Skype at minimum cost. There are more elaborate methods that will produce better results, but at a much greater cost. Requires a large screen TV with a minimum of one HDMI input in the meeting room. Use current Skype version for each machine, whatever that would be. This version for these instructions is 7.6 brackets 409. The computer device should be up to date with the most current software as well. And of course, Apple makes this relatively easy and their updates are free. What do you need? Well, your own active Skype account, a speaker with an active Skype account, a computer device with Wi-Fi or cellular capability, a tripod with capability to mount your computer device that you're using. And again, this isn't entirely necessary. You could use books and blocks and maybe bricks, but it's not as convenient as a tripod. You can get by without it, but tough to mount your iPhone or smartphone on a pile of bricks. And by the way, you can use a smartphone on different laptops, Microsoft. This will all work the same way. Meeting area with accessible Wi-Fi if your computer device has no cellular capability. If you have a cell phone and have cellular capability, you can do not require Wi-Fi necessarily, but you'll be paying a big cell bill. If you do not know how to connect your electronic device to an HDMI TV, there's a 3-minute video in our group here that will show you a quick and easy way to do it with the proper connector, and it actually demonstrates an iTouch Apple iPod. That's very similar to an iPhone. Works wonderfully, and it's the most inexpensive method you can use for meetings and Skype, etc. Suggested setup for small groups is the TV screen in front of the table. Often boardrooms have a table. This could be a device on a tripod or the front of the table. That would be your computer device, let's say your iPhone in this case, and then you would sit to the right of it, the host. This would enable you to make any adjustments. If there's any failures, etc., you can fix those and also get a good control of the meeting. Other guests could come and sit in your spot if there's difficulty with them being heard by the speaker. For larger groups, screen in front of the room, device or on a computer device on a tripod or a podium at the front, host sitting slightly to the right with guests on both sides and an aisle in the middle. The guests, if they had a question, they could approach the podium, ask the question. The speaker would be able to see that guest and hear them and respond, and everybody would be able to hear. Here's the steps. Contact the potential speaker and ask if they would speak at your session via Skype. If yes, connect and practice at least once prior to the live session. Practice with friends, family, colleagues, if possible, ahead of time. Sharpen those skills. It does take a little practice. Arrive an hour prior to the live session, set up a room, and connect the computer device to Wi-Fi. Skype the speaker and test equipment prior to guests arriving. Keep that call active while guests arrive. You can greet the guests, and the speaker can see them come in, hear them, and get a feel for the meeting. Make sure you've tested the audio, tested the video, camera focus if possible. Some webcams have focus rings around the lens, and a little focusing can go a long way. And you're ready to start the session. That would be how it works. Now, just start up Skype, and you press the icon on your screen. If you don't have one, you go to skype.com on any browser and download the app or program, and you would end up with this particular page to log in with your ID and password. You can see at the bottom there, it is create an account. If you need a new account, there's where you go. When you've logged in, you'll see in the top left-hand side of the screen the little Skype word. You click on Skype, and then you click on About Skype, and that will tell you the version of software you're working with. If you click on Check for Updates, the system will check to see if you've got the most recent available update, and if you don't, give you the opportunity to update it. It is free, and the only time you need funding in Skype or money in your account or pay some money is if you want to phone landlines or have group calls. After you've clicked on the version, let's go back, About Skype, you'll see this page. It comes up version 7.6, and that would be the version you're operating under. And once you've logged in, you'll get a screen very similar to this. It can change from time to time. You'll see your picture up on the left-hand side. And when you're ready to go, if you're making the outdoor call to the speaker, you'd click on your contacts. And we'll say that I'm your speaker for the day. Boy, you got the short straw. You would point to my particular picture. Of course, this would be a speaker. Click on that, and then up comes this particular window. In most cases, you have an opportunity to click on the video call, and that's where you would click in most cases. But you'll see down below there's other numbers that are available if you've put them into your contacts. Here is the screen. After you've clicked on the video call, it starts to ring. You'll hear it on your speaker. You'll see my picture in there if that's what I've got, or whatever I've got on my profile, and you would be connecting at that point. Also, if you want to make the screen larger, you can, the double-ended arrows, you can click on those, and that'll make it full screen size. Down below, you would see your own picture. In this case, you're probably sitting in front of your computer, but once you get out of the way, you should have the group lined up in your pre-setup before the meeting. Once you get going, if you ever want to hang up, that little red circle with a white phone in it is for hanging up. You can see a video camera, microphone, and plus sign for a variety of things. You'll see once you connect, up pops the speaker's picture full. You can see him and her wherever he's got his camera pointing, the background. You will have any troubles at this point, you can click, or at other points you can click the help button at the top. Highly recommend it. If you've come to a brick wall, you should be able to solve your problems by reading that. And as well, you'll see down here that the microphone has a line through it. That means that your microphone is on mute and the speaker would not be able to hear you. So you would double click that, or click that once, and that line should go away and your microphone will be hot. You can also click on it to turn the microphone off for any reason. Right next to it, you'll see the video camera. You can actually turn your video off as well, and of course the hang up feature. Down in the bottom right hand corner, there's a little bubble with lines in it. That's a message window. You click on that and you can type a message to the speaker, and the text appears on the speaker screen. He can text you back if you want during the presentation. Should not affect the screen. In real time, it should take about 3 minutes or less to get to this point, depending on the internet and device speeds, and also how quick and fast, efficient the speaker and the facilitator are using the system. Thank you very much. Would love your feedback on this presentation. You can do that on YouTube, or you can email me at brook@shaw.ca. My name is Court Brooker, and thank you for watching.